Good afternoon, everyone. Let us start. Today we shall take up a new chapter, Geographical Perspective on Selected Issues and Problems. Chapter 9 of your NCERT textbook, India, People and Economy. Now let me present my screen. So this is the new chapter, chapter 12, Geographical Perspective on Selected Issues and Problems. Okay, see here, perspective means a way of regarding situations or topics, or in other words we can say view. Okay, geographical views on selected issues and problems. Now let us start. We shall start discussion on environmental pollution, different types of environmental pollution. So what do you mean by this term environmental pollution? So environmental pollution is the addition of any substance, maybe solid, liquid or gas, or any form of energy such as heat, sound or radioactive to the environment at a rate faster than it can be dispersed, diluted, decomposed, recycled or stored in some harmless form. So this is the definition given in the Encyclopedia Britannica. Okay, let me repeat. Environmental pollution is the addition of any substance in solid, liquid or gas, or any form of energy such as heat, sound or radioactive elements to the environment at a rate faster than it can be dispersed, diluted, decomposed, recycled or stored in some harmless form. So environmental pollution results from the release of substances and energy from waste products of human activities. That means pollution is mainly caused by the human activities. Okay, and so there are many types of pollution. I think types of pollution you are very much familiar with it in the previous classes, in the lower classes. You have learned about these environmental pollutions, and environmental pollutions are classified on the basis of medium through which the pollutants are transported and diffused. Okay, transported and spread. Pollutants, you know, the substances that cause pollution. Pollution can be classified into air pollution, water pollution, land pollution, noise pollution. Okay, this classification is based on this medium. Okay, based on the medium through which the pollutants are transported. Now let us see some photographs. I think most of you are familiar with these types of pollution. And see what does this photograph show. This is about air pollution. I think you will be knowing here because of air pollution. See the sky. This is a scene of air pollution. Then this is a scene of land pollution. You may be seeing non-biodegradable substances, okay, plastic bottles, plastic and other things on the lane, thus polluting the soil. Then here this photograph shows water pollution. So many these plastic substances, okay, are found in these water bodies. Then here it shows noise pollution. You may be seeing these mics, loudspeakers causing noise pollution. And here this is another scene, okay, of noise pollution, aircrafts. So these are the four main types of environmental pollution. And now let us take up this water pollution. Okay, so water pollution, you know, is the contamination of water bodies, usually as a result of human activities. And here how water is polluted is described here. Indiscriminate use of water by increasing population and industrial expansion has led degradation of quality of water considerably. Okay, because of the indiscriminate use of water by the rapid increasing population and industrial expansion, there is degradation of the quality of water. And surface water available from rivers, canals and lakes, etc. is never pure. It contains small quantities of suspended particles than organic and inorganic substances. So water contains suspended particles, maybe organic, okay, bacteria, then amoeba, then other organic microorganisms, then inorganic substances, maybe plastics, okay. When concentration of these substances increases, water becomes polluted and hence becomes unfit for use. So in this way, water pollution is occurred. When concentration of these substances, these organic, inorganic substances in the water increases, water becomes polluted and hence it becomes unfit for human use. In such a situation, the self-purifying capacity of water is unable to purify the water, and hence water pollution is occurred. So every water body has a self-purifying capacity. If we throw more substances, then in such a situation the self-purifying capacity of water is unable to purify the water naturally. And here this photograph shows, okay, shows this pollution of Yamuna river, okay, cutting through effluents, going through a pervasive layer of foam on the heavily polluted Yamuna on the outskirts of New Delhi. Okay, chemical foams, highly polluted river in India. Next we have these causes, okay, again the sources of these water pollutants. See, though water pollutants are also created from natural sources, that is erosion, landslide, decay and decomposition of plants, pollutants from human activities are real cause of concern. That means there are two important sources of these water pollutants. Okay, two important sources of water pollutants are there. One is a natural source, another one is human activities. So natural sources here include the substances derived from erosion, then landslide, then decay and decomposition of plants and animals. And human activities, okay, actually these human beings Human beings pollute water through industrial, agricultural, and cultural activities. And among these activities, industry is the most significant contributor. Okay, so we have three important human activities causing water pollution, and those are this industrial activity, agricultural activity, and cultural activities. And among these three activities, industry is the most significant contributor. Okay, so industries produce several undesirable products, including these industrial wastes, polluted wastewater, poisonous gases, chemical residuals, numerous heavy metals, dust, smoke, etc. So industries causes different types of pollution. Not only this water pollution, industries also cause air pollution, then land pollution, sometimes this noise pollution, okay, in addition to the water pollution, because industries produce several undesirable products, including these industrial wastes, maybe solid or liquid, then polluted wastewater, then poisonous gases. Here the wastewater also sometimes may be toxic. Okay, then chemical residues, then numerous heavy metals like arsenic, then lead, okay, which is toxic, and dust and smoke. Because of all these substances, environmental pollution is occurred. Most of the industrial wastes are disposed of in running water or lakes. Consequently, poisonous elements such as reach the reservoir, rivers, and water bodies, which destroy the biosystem of these waters. Okay, see, most of the industrial wastes, maybe liquid or solid, are disposed of in the running water or lakes, and consequently these poisonous elements reach the reservoirs, okay, that is lakes, then rivers, and water bodies, and this will in turn destroy the biosystem, okay, of the water bodies. Major water polluting industries, okay, are this leather industry, then pulp and paper. Pulp is used in making paper and this synthetic fiber. Okay, and this is the raw material used for making paper and the synthetic fibers. Then textile industries, then chemical industries. So these are the major water polluting industries. Okay, so up to here, any question, boys and girls? Okay, let us continue. So various types of chemical used in modern agriculture, such as inorganic fertilizers, pesticide, herbicide, are also pollution generating components. Okay, so in the modern agriculture we use these biochemical inputs. Inorganic fertilizer, that means chemical fertilizer, then pesticide, then herbicide, okay, weedicide. All these are pollution generating components, and these chemicals are washed down, okay, from the agricultural field to the rivers, to the lakes, and to the tanks and the ponds. And these chemicals also infiltrate the soil to reach the groundwater. Okay, some of these chemicals are absorbed in the soil, and it reaches the groundwater. That means it reaches the aquifer. And the fertilizer induces an increase in the nitrate content of the surface waters. This is another harmful effect of this use of chemical fertilizer. Okay, fertilizer induces an increase in the nitrate content of the surface water. And next we have another important activity, human activity which cause water pollution is these cultural activities such as pilgrimage, religious fairs, tourism, etc. also cause water pollution. Okay, cultural activities such as pilgrimage. In case of India, see, we have these certain religious fairs. Okay, mainly conducted practice in the water bodies, mainly in the rivers. And so here we are throwing so many things, okay, maybe flowers or other things in the water we are offering to the god generally. Okay, and all these things also, these articles then objects also cause this water pollution. And sometimes tourism also, okay, if we don't manage it properly, so it also causes this water pollution. Okay, so we have these two important sources of these water pollutants, that is natural one, then human activities, and human activities is more important. And among the human activities we have industries, then we have agriculture, then we have cultural activities. Okay, and among these three, industries is the most significant, okay, contributor. The main culprit is the industry, and next we have these agricultural activities, then we have cultural activities. Okay, so these are the important causes of these water pollution. Any question from your side up to here? Any question? Okay, if you don't have, let us continue. See, sometime from this table, objective type questions are also asked. Okay, sources of pollution in Ganga and Yamuna rivers. And so here sometimes the polluted stresses also asked. So let us read. Okay, so this is about Ganga river. So it is flowing in Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and West Bengal. So polluted stretches of Ganga river are this downstream of Kanpur, then downstream of Varanasi, that is from Varanasi onward, then Farakka barrage. So here the important natural pollution. Okay, so industrial pollution from towns like Kanpur. Okay, from the downstream of Kanpur, mainly see this industrial pollution from towns like Kanpur. Kanpur, you know, is famous for leather industry, okay, causing pollution. Then domestic washes from the urban centers, okay, grey waters released from the bathrooms and other households. Then another natural pollution, okay, source of pollution is the dumping of carcasses in the river. You know, carcasses means dead bodies, okay, dead bodies of animals, especially one slaughtered and dressed for food. Okay, they are throwing these dead bodies also into the river. So main polluters, the main cities causing pollution, water pollution to the river Ganga are cities of Kanpur, Allahabad, Varanasi, Patna, Kolkata. Okay, so all these cities release domestic waste into the river, and not only the domestic waste, okay, industrial waste also releasing. So try to locate the important cities, okay, using LS. And about Yamuna river, so may I say here mainly it is polluted in Delhi and Uttar Pradesh area. Polluted stretches are Delhi to confluence with Chambal, okay, from Delhi up to the confluence of Yamuna with Chambal river. Then another stretch is Mathura to Agra. Okay, so natural pollution here, extraction of water by Haryana, Uttar Pradesh for irrigation, that is over extraction, over utilization of water, okay, from Yamuna river. Then when more and more water is extracted, okay, utilized, so little volume water is found in the riverbed, and hence the self-purifying capacity of the water is reduced. agricultural runoff resulting in the high levels of micropollutants in the Yamuna River. So from the agricultural field, okay, these chemical residues are washing off, okay, are washing down into the Yamuna River. Then domestic and industrial washes of Delhi flowing into the river. So this is another one. Then main polluters is Delhi. Okay, Delhi dumping its domestic wash. Delhi is the main culprit, okay, for polluting Yamuna River. So this is about the sources of pollution in Ganga and Yamuna rivers. Okay, this table is also very important for the board exam. In India, almost all surface water sources are contaminated and unfit for human consumption. Okay, so in India, almost all the water bodies, maybe lake, pond, rivers, okay, reservoirs are contaminated and unfit for human consumption. And water pollution, so here this paragraph, this small paragraph tells the effects, okay, the consequences or the effects of water pollution. So water pollution is a source of various waterborne diseases. The diseases commonly caused due to contaminated water are diarrhea, then intestinal worms, hepatitis. Okay, so these are the main diseases commonly caused due to contaminated water, due to the use of contaminated water. Sometimes it is also asked an exam, okay, diarrhea, intestinal worms, hepatitis, etc. These are some of them. The World Health Organization shows that about 1/4 of the communicable diseases in India are waterborne. According to World Health Organization report, okay, about 1/4 of the communicable diseases in India are waterborne. Though river pollution is common in all rivers in India, yet pollution of Ganga flowing through one of the most populous regions of India has caused great concern among all. Almost all the rivers of India, maybe small or big, are polluted. But pollution of Ganga River, okay, which is flowing through the most populous regions of India, that is the northern plains, has caused a great concern among Indians. Okay, that means so we also regarded Ganga as a holy river, and it is also flowing in the most populous region of India, supplying water for drinking and other agricultural purposes, the industrial purposes, and that is why so it has caused a great concern among the Indians. To improve the condition of the river, the National Mission for Clean Ganga was initiated. Okay, so just to control the water pollution, to improve the condition of the river, the National Mission for Clean Ganga was initiated, and the Namami Gange program has been launched for the same. Okay, the Namami Ganga program has been launched to control pollution of the Ganga River. So this is a new edition. Okay, new edition. In the old edition textbook, you will not find this Namami Ganga program, Gange program. So let us read. Namami Gange program. So here Ganga is a river and has national importance. Okay, Ganga as a river has national importance, but the river requires cleaning by effectively controlling the pollution for its water. Just now we have learned that Ganga is polluted because of cultural activities, because of the industrial activities, and because of the agricultural activities, and that is why cleaning of Ganga is required. The Union government has launched Namami Gange program with the following objectives. Okay, the following are the objectives of Namami Gange program. So the first important point is developing sewerage treatment systems in towns. To develop sewerage treatment systems in towns, in all the cities and the towns. Okay, sewerage means the grey water, the wash water which is released from the domestic households must be treated before discharging into the Ganga river. The second one, monitoring of industrial effluents. See, industrial effluent means all these toxic waste waters or solid waste materials released from the industries. So it must be monitored carefully. Okay, so not to discharge into the Ganga river, or it must be treated. Then development of this riverfront. Okay, development of riverfront to control this river pollution. So what is a riverfront? Actually, riverfront is the lane by the side of a river. Okay, it is the lane by the side river. Then how to develop the riverfront? See, actually the riverfront is lined with marinas. Okay, marinas means a dock or a basin for yachts and small boats. Then docks, cafes, then museums, then parks or minor attractions may be established along the rivers. Okay, that is what we call development of riverfront. So let me show you some photographs, okay, about this development of riverfronts. Okay, see, this is one example. So here, this is what I call development of riverfront. Okay, here it becomes a park. So this is the development riverfront on the bank of Sabarmati river in Gujarat. Okay, then this is another photograph of the same river, Sabarmati river. Okay, then so here boating facility is there. Okay, that is what I told you, that the riverfront is lined with marinas. Okay, here this is a small dock providing boating facility. So if we do like this, then river pollution may be checked. Okay, if it is developed as a tourist spot. Then another photograph. So this is a panoramic view of the river Sabarmati. I think you are seeing this very long stretch of riverfront. Okay, very neat and a clean riverfront. And so this is another one. See, this is also on the same river, Sabarmati river in Gujarat. Here it becomes this park to this spot. People are enjoying. Okay, so if we do like this, if we develop riverfront like this, then river pollution may be checked. So development of riverfront is very important. Next, we have afforestation along the bank of increased biodiversity. To increase biodiversity, okay, plantation of trees along the bank of river to increase the biodiversity. Then cleaning of the river surfaces using machines and these human beings. Okay, then development of Ganga grams, Ganga villages. Okay, in Uttarakhand, UP, Bihar, Jharkhand, and West Bengal and West Bengal. So model villages. Okay, development of Ganga grams, model villages in these Uttarakhand, UP, Bihar, Jharkhand, and West Bengal. And the last objective is creating public awareness to avoid adding pollutants, okay, into the river, even in the form of rituals. The last one is creating public awareness to give education, mass education, to avoid adding pollutants into the river, substances into the river, even in the form of ritual, that is religious activity. Even in the form of religious activity, okay, addition of pollutants must be checked. So these are the main objectives of Namami Gange program. Okay, it was asked in this 2019 exam. So any question, boys and girls? Any question? Do you have any question? Okay, then okay, you are clear. So let us stop here for today, and don't forget to send your names in WhatsApp group for attendance. Thank you very much for joining my class.